Hey everyone, thanks for joining. If this is your first time joining, my name is Shane. This is the Coding Zoo CSS Building Blocks series. In this lesson, we are going to cover how to change the borders in the CSS Box Model. We're going to show you how to change the borders to different styles, colors, width, all that good stuff. Show you different ways of doing that. If that interests you, hey, stick around. We're going to jump right in. So let's jump right in. On my desktop, I have my index file. I have a style CSS set up. Feel free to stop the video and code this along with me. There is a lot here, so if you don't have time for that, also check out the website. We usually have the code put out there within 1 or 2 weeks of the video publishing, usually a few days, but hey, just in case, definitely within a week or two. I went ahead and prepared the code ahead of time so we could go through it pretty quickly. It's pretty simple stuff. Let's look at it. So I've got on my page, I've got several divs here, and I've given them CSS classes: dotted, dashed, inset, outset, solid, ridge, double, groove, none, hidden, mix, and rounded. So and I have some content in these divs, and I'm going to show you each one of these classes basically puts a different border around this content. So if we go here and click this tab here, you'll see that I've already got the page displaying, and here are the different borders. Here's a dotted border, and it's around that div. Here's a dashed border. Here's an inset border, an outset border, kind of opposite of inset. Here's a solid border. Now notice I have different pixel sizes. You can make the borders, you can make different pixel sizes. Here's a ridge border and a double border, a grooved border. Here's one that has no border, and here's one that has hidden border. So what's the difference in no and hidden? Well, that's a good question. I think it has a lot to do with inheritance of other border properties from parents. I think the hidden will override everything and hide everything, whereas the no border may not. I get it mixed up. I'll have to check into that and do a video on it. Yeah, I'll check that out. So this is a mixed border. So in this border, we have a dotted one, we have a double border, and we have a solid border. So, and here's a dash border on the right. So in this particular border, we mixed all of them together. I'm not quite sure why anybody would want to mix 4 different ones like that. Hey, but yeah, you never know. Some people have crazy taste. Okay. All right. So the next one, we have a border that is 3 pixels wide. And I went ahead and showed you could change the color of it. And hey, you can also round the corners off, which is pretty cool. That's very cool. So let's look at the code, the CSS that made each of these. Again, very simple stuff. So if you go up here, here's the dash one. I just do border style : dashed. And again, inset, I set it to inset, outset to outset, so forth, dotted, double, groove, ridge, non, hidden. And here's the one that has the 4 sides: dotted, dashed, solid, and double. Now I bet you could probably just get rid of 2 of those. And just like with our other properties where you can specify 1, 2, 3, 4 values, the things that affect the top, bottom, right, left of the box model, I bet you this would do the same. Let's click save, click refresh, and see if it changes that up. Yeah, there we go. So I just used 2 values, the dotted and the dashed. So that's one thing to remember, is most of these properties allow you to specify those multiple values. If there's 4 total values, you could probably specify 3, 2, 1, etc. So just something to be aware of. All right, here's a solid one. So I just got it set to solid. So this is setting the border style, right? So here's the rounded one. I went ahead and set the width 3 pixels. I set the color to red. I set the style to solid. And here's the border radius, 80 pixels. So this is what makes the border kind of rounded on the corners. And you can change that 80 pixels to whatever number you like and just play with it, kind of get the look and feel that you want. Hey, let's do that. That'll be fun. Let's try that out real quick. So I like playing with the radius. Let's add a new div. Oh, check it out. I already got one for us. There we go. So I set this one up so we could play around with the radius. I also wanted to show you how to do all these things in shorthand. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So I have this text here. It's got a class of round shorthand. Copy it. And if you look here, there is no style around it. You can't see the border. There's no color. It's not blue. Let's change it. Let's add the CSS. So I'm going to add a new CSS div, and then I'm going to cut and paste that class name. Okay. Now I'm going to do a shorthand. So I'm going to do border. And instead of border width, I'm doing border. I'm going to set the 1 pixel. Let's do 2 pixels. And instead of border style property, I'm going to do the style inline here. So I'm going to do solid. And instead of the border color property by itself, I'm going to go ahead and put it here on the same line too. Let's put blue. So this is kind of a shorthand of setting those border properties. I'm going to skip down and I'm going to go ahead and set the radius on another line. So radius. Now, instead of doing just 80, I'm going to do 80 and 20. So we got 4 corners. Remember how I said you could probably, I'm sure there's at least 4 properties you can put here shorthand. I'm going to specify 2, which should put 2 corners at 80 and 2 corners at 20 radius. So let's try that out. Look, refresh. There we go. So one of the corners is 80 and one of them is a 20 radius. So it gives it a nice different look and feel there. So you could create a section in your document that has a border, and you, instead of putting the rounded corners, you could put different types of rounded corners, kind of mix it up a little bit. Pretty neat. Notice how the text is kind of scrunched up there. Let's just clean that up real quick. So I'm just going to add a little padding. Hey, why not add a little background color? I'm going to copy this color from here. I'm not sure that'll go well with the solid blue, but hey, let's try it out. Click refresh. So I added padding and color. There we go. So I've got my blue border. I've got the different radiuses in the corners. I've got padding around my text in a different color. So it kind of gives you an idea how you can create sections in your document and style them a little bit differently. I hate that blue with that color. It's killing me. It's driving me nuts. I think I have to change it. My OCD's kicking in. Let's do this. Let's do black. There we go. Let's try that. What's that look like? Not too bad. Better, but it's also so thick. It's driving me nuts. Too thick. Okay, now I'm getting picky here. All right. Refresh. There we go. I like that much better. Anyway, so there you go. You have all kinds of borders. You have different styles. You can have different colors. You can set different widths. And you can even set the radius of the corners. Pretty neat stuff. Very powerful, but simple. I love using it. Hey, if you have any questions, let me know below. Leave a comment. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next video where we're going to cover the margin, how to change your margin. Hope this makes sense again. If not, leave a message. And if you like the video, click like below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hey, click that subscribe button because we're going to have more videos. Our goal with Coding Zoo is to help you learn how to program. So I hope we're doing a good job with that. Hey, if not, let us know. How can we improve? I'll see you next time. Hi everyone, my daughter has a hole in her foot. Yeah, there's a hole in her bone. I'm not kidding. Her foot hurts, poor girl. Been praying for her. I love her very much. I hope she doesn't hurt too much. Okay, we're not gonna put that on the internet because that would be stupid. Well, we might not be stupid. I might put it on the internet. Let's see what she says. Hey, can I put that on the internet? You don't care? Okay. She broke her ankle in 3 places. She had screws in them. We got the screws taken out. Now she has holes in her ankle. Yeah. That's gotta hurt. Okay. All right. So we're ready to get started. You thought I was kidding about my daughter, but nope. She broke her ankle. She loves to play tennis. I just got to teach her how to fall. She fell on her ankle poorly and fractured it in 3 places, but it's all healed up now. She just got the pins taken out. So she's doing well. That's awesome. I'm excited. All right.